Hey guys, I got a quad commentary here. I don't even remember the last time we attempted this. I have Rise, Kenny, Ranchin alongside. I also believe this is going to be a dual upload. Ranchin putting it on his personal account because he's trying to do all of the MSL there, as well as Violatak, of course. And we have Hwasin versus Iris, and we've actually seen the first couple seconds, so we know that there's a color change right there. Iris in the bottom left-hand corner as the yellow Terran. We have Hwasin starting at the 9 o'clock position. I think about the 10 o'clock position as the red Terran. And this is going to be a great match. Iris, the Berserker Terran, known for his incredible aggression versus Hwasin, who's just extremely precise but looking sleepy here. So maybe not going to see the best play out of him. I love Hwasin. I wish he would advance. I love Iris. I wish he would advance, so I think this is going to be a great set. 2 Terran versus Terran Masters. And I really don't think you could ask for a better rivalry or a better map, because I think Byzantium makes some really interesting Terran versus Terran matchups just because of the architecture. You have that inverted ramp, you have those fun cliffside edges. So yeah, I'm really excited about this matchup.
Well, if you guys were wondering what that sound was while Diggity was talking, he was just bragging to us about how he's got the highest commentator APM out there. And I said, no, you don't. And he goes, yeah, watch. I'm going to build a deck while I commentate this game. So you may hear it a little bit more later, but at the end of this, Diggity should have a pretty nice deck for us to go out and hang out on. I, too, am looking forward to this match, though. I got to say, I am looking forward to this for a couple of reasons. One, Hwasin has always been a player that has let me down. I have seen game after game of this kid, and he always seems to get knocked out by Bisu or something like that, and inevitably he lets me down when I think that he's such a solid player. I'm really hoping this time that he proves me wrong and he can actually lift me up, because I'm tired of having so much faith in this kid and then him just losing. Iris, on the other hand, the Berserker, he's one of those intense, aggressive players. So because of his style, I think that this is going to be a very exciting game for that reason alone. It's just going to be, his gameplay lends to an exciting game. It looks like we're going to see some standard starting points right now. I don't know if Iris is planning to wall off in the future or not, but it looks like he's at least doing a slightly forward barracks and going out for the early scout to see what's going on in Hwasin's base. So, Kenny, what are your predictions for this match?
Well, again, hey guys, I know it's been a while. My predictions for this match, I think it's going to be a really intense match. Iris has been doing very well for his style of play lately. He's actually, I had a little bit of my doubts about a few months ago when he wasn't doing as well, but lately he's been doing pretty good. And Hwasin is a guy, I met at WCG in 2007 here in Seattle. And he's a really great guy, and Rise, I'm kind of on the same side of the fence as you, man. When it comes down to Hwasin's play, he is really a good player. He has so much potential, but he always just ends up getting knocked out or, making one critical mistake. But he really technically is a very, very good player. And as you can see, actually, Iris is going for what looks like to be a very early command center here, whereas I'm not sure exactly what Hwasin's plan is, moving on into the game. He has taken off SEVs from Gas, if I saw that correctly. So he might be going for somewhat of a more safe build, going for the factory first, then perhaps going for maybe a command center, something of that sort. But he just added another to Gas, so I don't know. What are your predictions, Ranchin, now that we got 4 people in this commentary?
A lot of predictions to go around, a lot of possible results. Both players going pretty standard, just getting some economic play in there. But yeah, man, these two guys, this is awesome for me. And at the same time, a little bit kind of, I don't know who to root for, because CJ and STX, they're my 2 favorite teams in StarCraft overall, and I pretty much love all the players of both teams. I, of course, have my other favorites elsewhere, but when these two teams play and their players play, I always root for them. Hwasin, or Hwasin, as I call him all the time, as Rise has said, really tends to disappoint. He's an awesome player overall, especially I love his TVZ play. I love whenever he plays a TVZ, although his TVT is pretty excellent as well. Just now moving out with Vulture, SCV, a couple of Marines as well, possibly to put on some pressure. Definitely forcing Iris to put down that bunker. I'm not quite sure. He should have some Marines out there. We're going to see how Iris fights this back. The first set that these guys played against each other, start off with a very, very huge Vulture versus Vulture battle. Iris just now getting his, Hwasin just now getting his command center while Iris already has his up. So Iris is going to be economically ahead to start off. So Hwasin's going to have to do some economic damage to start off if he wants to be able to do something, or else Iris will be able to get his economics going, and we're going to see whether he goes for heavy Vulture play, get some tanks out there. I just think that Iris these days tends to supplement his aggression with a little bit of economy early on, kind of like what Quanner is doing these days. Gerst for a little bit economy early on, and then just amasses a huge number of troops. Iris, they're losing yet another SCV scout.
I have to, yeah, poor Hwasin. I don't feel like Hwasin's ever played poorly. It's just he keeps running into players that are playing at their prime. Runs into Bisu when Bisu ended up losing to mine that MSL, but he'll just run into these guys just because of the luck of the draw. It looks like we're seeing a pause, actually, that are just, it's just not even fair, and I'm not even sure what this pause is about. It looks like Hwasin, I don't think he was the one to call it, which is probably why he's stepping back. I guess we're going to get an opportunity, both players just kind of hanging out. Might get an opportunity to talk about a little bit of the early game here. I like what Iris did. He was just relying on the darkness to try to take that command center first. I thought there was a little bit of an opportunity for Hwasin there on the in-between to try to sneak that vulture by, delayed a little bit too long. Looks like Iris just was able to get those SCVs in the way, didn't even attempt it, and now I feel like Iris is just in a fantastic position. He has a much stronger economy early, and it is going to be up to Hwasin to do something to try to get back into this game, and it looks like we're going to get started after not too long. Wish I could translate Korean, or I wish I knew what was going on so we could be able to say, oh yeah, it was because of this that something happened, but anyway, I guess there was some sort of error. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead in the commentary and to see if they restarted it or not, or if they just continue from this time point on, and then I'll try to catch up with your guys' timestamp in just a second, because this makes for awkward commentary. Hold on.
All right, I guess I'll talk in the meantime and go on about what I think these days about these players. Actually, I agree with what you were saying. I think Hwasin right now, he's at a disadvantage. Maybe he's thinking about what's going on right now. He's got to know he's at a disadvantage. So he's got to do some early damage right now. He's got to maybe do some economic harassment to make Iris pay for that early expansion. You know, I mean, if he can get that up and running, he's going to be in just great position to know what the hell he's going to. I mean, he's going to be able to build whatever he wants, and Washington's just going to fall behind more and more. Diggity, were you able to find that spot?
So it looks like we're skipping ahead to 15 minutes even. So if we can get all the commentators to shift up to 15 minutes even on this commentary, and I guess we'll put in a nice little bunny with a pancake on its head for the picture.
Holy crap.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get started back.
15. All right.
Let me know when you guys are all at 15
even.
again. This is going to be some fun syncing, let me tell you guys that are listening to this live. Hey, it proves that we usually don't watch these games beforehand, at least. A little bit of legitimacy here.
Fun,
Kenny,
fun, fun.
Ranch, you at 15?
All right, I'm at 15 even.
And hopefully we won't run into any problems otherwise. And I guess I will kick back in at the lead of the lineup once again in everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, play.